All right, guys. Bully by Ye. It's out. It's been out for a couple days now. And I realized that this would be a great opportunity to revamp my music channel. I haven't posted on here a ton. I really want to bring it back. And Ye actually dropped an album, formerly known as Kanye West. And I want to talk about it. I'm super excited. And before I say anything else, if you see this tattoo on my arm, yes, I have a tattoo on my arm of his first album, The College Dropout. But that does not mean I'm going to be crazy biased in talking about this album. I will tell the truth about how I feel about this album. So without further ado, let's just talk about it because I've seen really mixed reviews on this. And I feel like me and a lot of other people gave up on Ye after Vultures 1 and 2. If I'm being 100% honest, I didn't even listen to Vultures 2. Like, Vultures 1 was so bad that I didn't even bother listening to Vultures 2. There was one song, I have Spotify. Do y'all know whenever you use Spotify, like, there's a recommended track? Like, you'll listen to, when your playlist is over, you get a recommended track. I got the song 530 off Vultures 2, and I actually really like the start of that song. And I said to myself, even though I didn't listen to all Vultures 2, and I know it's kind of crazy, I'm making a review on, like, Bully when I didn't really listen to Vultures 2 in full. But it doesn't matter. Like, I know Ye. I've listened to every single album of his. And, but I heard 530 off of Vultures 2, where it was like, oh, baby, hoop. And I was like, dude, Ye still has something. But I really thought he wasn't actually going to, like, implement what he had left in his arsenal on Bully. And, well, okay. Before we talk about Bully, let me explain what was happening with Bully. So we know Ye is very bad with his albums. You know, he's always late. And there's like a graphic of how many days each album he's ever released was late. Like, even his first one was late by a ton of time. And I didn't actually think it was going to get released. And to everyone's surprise, this last Saturday it didn't get released. But then 2 hours after its like release date on YouTube, he went live. And I don't think he played the entire album because I was there. I missed the first like 2 tracks. And I got there when like Travis's verse on Father was there. And I was just like, well, listening to it afterwards, I was like, I don't think it was the full album. I could be wrong about that. But I think they only played certain snippets. Like, and then he played like Runaway and stuff on the video. But he played his album. And I listened to it the first time when I was there live seeing the video for Bully. I thought to myself like, okay, this is better than Vultures, but worse than Donda. And I didn't think too much. I was like, okay, Kanye surprised me a little bit. And then he released his album. And the first listen I had to Bully, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, yo, he's back. First listen of Bully in full, he impressed me. And I want to say overall, I've listened to Bully like maybe like 6 times in full already, just to really like get a feel of it before I talk about it. And I will say, Ye is partially back. That's the first thing I'll say. It's not as amazing as I thought it was the first listen. I think Vultures, he put such a bad like taste in everyone's mouth with Vultures 1 and 2 that no one expected him to make anything remotely good ever again. So I feel like a lot of us did, like myself, did overreact when we first heard like Bully because we're like, dude, there's some really good tracks on here. But I'll pull up the track list and I want to talk to you guys about like how each individual track was and how I feel about it. So first off, King, which I think is a phenomenal intro, and I still think that's a great intro. So the first song, I was like, that's classic Ye. And then the second song, this is a must. It was good, nothing crazy. And then he has Father with Travis Scott as the third track. And I really like that. I think that's another really good one. And then All the Love, I know that's like a personal favorite with a lot of the fans right now. I like it. I don't know if it's like my favorite, but it's a really good one. So after the first 4, he already like put in a good impression to everybody with those first 4 tracks. He went basically like, you could say 4 for 4. Like I'm not big on This Is a Must, like 3 for 4 maybe. But he impressed. And then my favorite part of the whole album, bro, and you know, you could say this is the bias, but for not one song, but 2 songs in a row, he brings back that Chipmunk Soul vibe and bring back the old school Ye for Punch Drunk and Whatever Works. And bro, it goes so perfectly in the album. He has like 4 brand new tracks, and then he brings back old school Ye for 2 for Punch Drunk and Whatever Works. Those are my 2 favorite songs, bro. Those are absolutely peak. it just works so well in the beginning of the album, like those first four tracks, and then the next two, the old school Ye. Then you had Mama's Favorite. It's an okay song, but I really thought it was sweet. Hearing Donda his mother, his late great Donda West at the end of the song. I loved that, and I think that was very sweet. And then Sisters and Brothers, I think that's a good song. That's another good song. Bully, the title track, was really, really good. I like that. I like the little Nelson from The Simpsons at the beginning. Ha ha! Like, bro, that's actually, like, Ye knows ball, bro. That was actually peak. So Bully, the title track, was really, really good. That's another one of my favorites. Highs and Lows was really good. But then after that, and I think that's probably like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's like the first. Okay, so it's 18 tracks. I want to say the first 10, the first half of the album was really, really good. The first half of the album was really, really good. Personal favorites, first half would probably be Father, Punch Drunk, Whatever Works, and Bully. But then when it gets to I Can't Wait, I kind of feel like there wasn't a lot there as much as there was in the first half of the album. Then Circles, and that's I've seen a lot of people talk about how that's the worst Ye song ever made, and it arguably is. And the messed up part is, that's a MF Doom. It's One Beer. That's the song he sampled. And if you asked or told a Ye fan in 2005, bro, what if he rapped and made a song with an MF Doom beat, like One Beer? They would lose their mind. And he made it very disappointing. Very disappointing. So Circles, not a good song with Don Toliver. And then Preacher Man and Beauty and the Beast, I really like those two tracks. I think that he brought it up. He brought it back a little bit. And then Damn, one of the most boring, like nothing there Ye songs I've ever heard. And then the last two tracks, Last Breath with Peso Pluma, and then this one here with people say it has AI on it. I don't really, bro, I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, I want to know who wrote the song, bro. I'm just trying to listen to the music. So this one here, the last track, I think was good, even if there's AI in it, and I don't even know. Like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe other people are wrong, but I think there is. I honestly don't even know because I don't look into stuff like that. I thought this one here was really, really good. Last Breath was decent. Damn was bad. And then Beauty and the Beast and Preacher Man were really good. We're going into the last half of the album. So it started off really strong. In the middle to later half of the album, there's a little bit of weakness. There's a little bit of like nothing there. And then at the end of the album, there was some like seesaw, like up and down. So overall, as an album experience, I really enjoyed Bully. I really did. It's really hard though with Ye, his catalog, how good it is, and I think you can really say like how many classics does he have? Like how many classic albums does he have? He probably has like 6. He probably has like more. No, at least 6. He probably has like at least 6. So Vultures was so disappointing, but I think I also, the first time I heard Bully, I freaked out, like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. I mean, because it's Ye, but I like this album, but there's a lot of flaws. Like, there's some bad songs, there's some mid songs. This is the most consistent Ye album, I want to say, since Ye, like self-titled album Ye, in 2018. I think this is better than Jesus is King. I think this is better than Donda. I think this is better than Vultures, obviously. I made a tier list and a Kanye tier list on my Twitter. It's in my drafts. I haven't posted it yet. But I put this album next to Watch the Throne and Donda, like the same tier as that. And those are decently good albums, but there is a lot of flaws here. But Ye, this is really consistent, and I think he did a good job. This is one of his worst albums, like, if we're being real. Like, it's one of his worst, but in a great catalog like Ye, that's not too bad. So I've seen a lot of other reviews. I said it's like up and down, and I don't know if he's going to do more producing to it to fix a few things, but what I heard so far, I liked a lot. If I was a teacher and like Ye gave this to me, he's like, grade this to me, I would say a 75 out of 100. That's like the most average good score you can get. I think it's like a C. So my little rating for this, I would give this like a 75 out of 100, a C. Good album, mostly consistent, but a lot of flaws. but I liked it, and I think I'm happy. You know, if you've seen me on Twitter, I've been kind of going crazy over this album. Like, oh my gosh, dude, he's back! He's back! You know, for what Vultures was, I think he is back, and there's a lot more left in the tank for Ye, even at like 50 years old. And I remember I posted on one of my second TikTok account. I was just like, dude, I think Ye has one more great album left in him, and I don't think that this was that, because I wouldn't put this up there with like, oh, this is like Late Registration, this is like Life of Pablo. No, it's not like that. Like I said, I only give it like a 75 out of 100, like a C. It's nothing too crazy, but it's good. It's good. It's a good album. Honestly, this might be my favorite album of the year so far. Like, I know a lot of people say J. Cole The Fall Off. I feel like that one was too bloated. And I'm not big on J. Cole, but that's just me. I think Ye might have made the album of the year so far, but I definitely expect people. If this ends up being the album of the year, like, the rest of the year is gonna be garbage. So, like, that's what I mean. Like, you know what I ranked it. You know how I feel. It's good. It's a good album. Not bad. Not amazing. It's good. So yeah, that's my thoughts. And this is my first ever like real review. I did a few like a couple years ago, and I want to know if you guys like this, if you like the review, if you want to see more videos like this. And yeah, I love music, and yeah, so that's it. Bully, Ye. Nothing else to say. Ooh, there we go.